Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. This is iAllegedly. I have a very good one for you today because I am just outside of South Coast Plaza to start, and there's a lot to cover in the national news. I love Christmas. First of all, we're going to cover some Christmas trees, Christmas lights, fun stuff like that in this holiday season. But before I get into it, please take a second, hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, join our email list, which is in the video description below. There is so much going on right now, and again, I love Christmas. I love this time of the year. The only problem is that you have a lot of people that are really hurting right now. And one thing I did last year that really was popular and people really shared it with a lot of people, and that is that we shared a lot of different sources that you can get aid and help and let other people, you know, if you have friends or colleagues or people you work with that can't make their bills, that are having trouble with electricity, getting trouble with paying the gas bill, all that stuff. We've got different sources that you can click on and get benefits and aid and help people that are hurting, that are less fortunate than all of us. So please, 211.org, needhelp.org. I'll have a lot of links in the video description below. Please share this video with these people because there's a lot of different resources and services for people that they just don't realize that are out there. And I mean, you can pay your cell phone bill, you can pay your electric bill, your gas bill, heating oil. You know, we don't have heating oil here in California, it's all natural gas. But you can pay your bills and, you know, get help, get medical bills, things like that paid. And this is the time of the year to do it. But you've got to reach out to these organizations. They're not just going to find you, you know, willy-nilly. You've got to reach out to these people. There's absolutely so much going on right now. In the news, you've got, it was just announced that Elon Musk has been named Person of the Year from Time Magazine, which is funny because I just think of other people that have done much more this year than my main man Elon. I know I'm going to hear it from people that say, oh, you just don't like him because he's richer and more successful than you. No, guys. I think he's the modern day P.T. Barnum. And I just love that he got named because think of how upset Jeff Bezos is, Wozniak, what's the other space guy? Richard Branson, okay? I mean, come on, all these guys that are doing the space race are all upset over this, and it's just ridiculous, okay? So there's that. Here in Orange County, California, they just announced today that there's a program to go knock on doors, think about this, and give out a minimum of 2,000 up to 20,000 debit cards that are a value of $300 a piece. Who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want a free debit card, Visa debit card for $300? So they're going to pick the lowest income earners in the cities, and Santa Ana's got good areas and it's got bad areas in it. It just does. But they're going to go knock on the doors and just, here you go, here's a Visa gift card. Okay? Who wouldn't want that? I mean, it's crazy. So they're going to do this. There's going to be thousands given out around the country like this. So I wonder if you'll be lucky enough to get one of those. The mall that I just crossed over, this is the bridge that heads over to the mall, which is really cool. But that's where they had that takeover robbery at the nice restaurant outside. And again, they didn't arrest those guys. The sheriff here said when they find these people and they arrest these people, they're going to be, punished properly. Our DA here will not mess with it. Around the country, though, you're seeing so many people let go time and again that they're just letting these criminals off with a parking ticket, basically, notice to appear. Okay, they're not even given bail. They're just given no bail, and hey, you better show up next time. So it's crazy. But what happens? Criminals go out and do the criminal thing, which is criminality, and they go rob and do stuff like that. So there's that. There is a big problem here in California. There is a law, a pork law that they're calling it, but it has to do with all different livestock that's eaten, like fowl and chicken and things like that. And this is what I wanted to get to, guys, was this beautiful Christmas tree out here. So this new pork law is set up so that come January 1st, all the pork producers have to have a certain pen size that makes it so that the birds can turn around, the pigs can turn around, or they cannot sell pork. It is basically going to eliminate pork inside the stores, bacon, things like that. Chickens, they have a much easier time doing this, but it's still a real problem. Today, a lawsuit was filed against the government to see if they can stop this, which, why would you do it in December? You know, middle of December, you're going to find this isn't fair. We won't tolerate this. My favorite, they interviewed a couple of these pork producers and they said, wait till people don't have bacon on the 3rd of January. Okay. So that's the big threat right now. So it's amazing how that's the big problem that people have right now. But it's a nice hotel area next to South Coast Plaza. A lot of people come to the South Coast Plaza Hotel Westin. It's out here. You've got the Performing Arts Center here. They have a lot of plays and musicals and things like that. But I'm going to go around. I'm going to show you guys some Christmas lights in the area and things like that as we talk about the national news. Please share your thoughts on all this stuff. And again, if you know of anybody that needs help right now, this is the time of the year. Please, guys, help people out. Be kind to people. There are people that have it so bad right now. A lot of people don't want to tell people they have it bad. They're just not letting people know. So do what you can do by being kind to people. And again, I'm going to put a bunch of resources in this video to click on it to get help. You know, you got to call these people. You know, again, if you or you refer somebody to these places, there are places that will help you pay your electric bill. They'll help you get food. They'll help you do a lot of different things. And, you know, if they don't have resources, who do you recommend that I call? Okay? But let's share all this stuff. Okay, guys? Good luck. Couple of news stories that are ridiculous that I just want to get out of the way real quick while I'm still here at the first stop. And that is the Bank of Canada says that they have a mandate to keep inflation at 2%. You're dreaming if you think inflation in Canada is at 2%. They're concerned about bank rates and inflation. They're concerned about it being tied to climate change. Okay, I don't know what that has to do with climate change and how they're related in any way, shape, or form. Again, the beauty of this is that the article even questions that. It doesn't make an ounce of sense. Canada has the same problem that we have here in the United States, and that is that the big expense that people are having right now is the cost of employment. Okay? It's outrageous, guys. It's a fortune to hire people right now. And the problem with it is that people want the best deal. They want the possible best deal they can get. They want benefits. They want a good work environment. If your boss is a jerk, they're not interested in that. I mean, young, old, everybody. Old people, not coming back. Not interested in dealing with you guys right now. That's the problem. But the perception of inflation, they have a perception indicator. Well, what do you mean perception indicator? Are you people crazy? I mean, do you people not deal with buying merchandise, going to stores? You know, the shadow inflation, the things that we're missing out, the shrinkflation, everything. The shadow inflation is when you go to a restaurant and you buy something and they don't include it anymore. Perfect example of shadow inflation. A friend of mine wanted to go to a local rib joint, and I'm like, I haven't been to Newport Rib Company in a long time. And let me call just to see how expensive it is now. A rack of ribs, guys, $33 for the starting price, which I was floored by. Okay, and the next thing was, you want good size. You don't want French fries and hay with that. You're going to pay for the extra sides on that. So you'd easily spend $50 a person to eat a rib dinner. Okay, which is crazy now. The local bargain place where you have like the meal spires where you get like soup, salad, and dessert included. You know, they used to have the $7 steak, okay? That $7 steak right now, guys, $19.99. Unbelievable what people are paying for stuff right now. And it's happening everywhere. But people's perception of what? Reality? That's what I love, is that people act like this is not happening to them. This is happening to each and every one of us. This holiday season, people are spending more money on absolutely everything. There are no deals. Yeah, you get onesies, twosies, and I found Chicken Dan for 99 cents and all this stuff that people send me. That's great, okay? But the reality of this stuff, guys, is that it is completely out of control, and there's no end in sight, and they need to raise interest rates. And again, people say, Dan, if you raise interest rates, nobody's going to be able to afford anything. This is just a mess. It's a continuing, spiraling mess, and the Fed has completely lost control. The Fed's job is employment, and if you think that we're at full employment right now at 4.6%, you're kidding yourself. Inflation is sky high, guys. I've said 16%. From all the research and everything I could find, I'm coming up with 16%. Now, the numbers that we're seeing as far as inflation, we haven't had inflation this high since Harry Truman was president. Harry Truman, okay? Remember Dewey defeats Truman? Anyways, guys, share your thoughts on all this stuff. It's absolutely crazy, but you know, things are not good right now, and they just don't want you to pretend. They want you to pretend that they are, and people are not shopping like they did in previous years. People are seeing all these different retail locations out of business right now. Let's go take a look at some more lights. I'm now in Huntington Beach, and they've got a few streets out here that everybody decorates on. You know, it's just great. Really, the Christmas spirit. Couple of the next stories. James Gorman, the CEO of Morgan Stanley, he's making all the talk show rounds now, talking about how we need to raise interest rates right now, sooner rather than later. If I ran the Fed, this is what I would do. Well, you don't run the Fed. You run, you know, a huge investment bank, and your clients are, majority of them are wealthy. Morgan Stanley's not for the weak or the low-end income earner is not dealing with Morgan Stanley. So for them to talk about this is kind of ridiculous when you think about this. The other thing that's happening quite a bit is you're seeing rents go up at a huge, fast pace right now. You're seeing rents here in Southern California that are literally double what they were 2 years ago. Absolutely incredible. So one-bedroom places that are doubling inside of just a few months, and it's making it so that the landlords are sick of dealing with people, and they're not going to have the problems that they've had for the last 18 months. You know, the evictions are happening all over the place. People are getting kicked out. The foreclosures are happening, okay? People are saying, oh, Dan, it's not happening. It is. Some people are working this out with their mortgage holders, but the majority of them are not, you know, are not keeping the houses right now. You're starting to see houses for sale from these people that were in forbearance that could not work out deals. This is really beautiful out here. But take a look at the stories below. Share your thoughts on all this stuff. I really want to know what you think. Gosh, people really go to town on this stuff. Isn't that amazing? One thing today that went into a gas station that I frequent quite often, and they have a brand new Bitcoin ATM machine that I was kind of floored by. So shot some video of that. Let me show it to you. Here's the Bitcoin ATM, guys. Take a look. Buy Bitcoin. You can do transfers, transactions over $10,000 a piece. Unbelievable, guys. Absolutely unbelievable that these are out there. This is in a gas station that I frequent quite often. Large purchases over $10,000 via wire for only 2% exchange rate. All you have to do is register on our website for all your purchases over $10,000. Buy Bitcoins. Unbelievable. Your phone number to register for a 6% flat fee. 6%, guys. Is our economy a Ponzi scheme? Ronan Manley, a bullion star, he made a great argument for this. And there's a great article in the video description below. This week we have 4 of the world's largest central banks meeting, and everybody's on pins and needles for these different cartels to get together. And regular banks are supposed to, heed the advice of what these people do. You've got the Fed meeting, European banks, England's monetary bank. This is absolutely ridiculous that we're hanging on everything that they're doing with their quantitative easing and all their asset purchases right now. And we're supposed to just hang out and decide. And if they hiccup or talk about tapering in any way, shape, or form, the world is going to come to an end. This one is absolutely stunning. You walk out in the street so you can get a better shot of it. The Santa house, very cool. But guys, enough is enough right now. The quantitative easing needs to stop. People need to get back to normal, and we need to raise rates so that people can buy things on a regular playing field that are not expensive. I'll give you a perfect example. A friend of mine went to the grocery store today, and she likes to go to the deli section where they slice her meats, and they normally have everything on sale, $6.99 a pound. Not anymore. $12.99 a pound to cut turkey now. And you can say no big deal, guys. It's a huge deal. Okay? The cheese that was $6.99 also is now $11.99 a pound. Okay? So it's up 40%, guys. It's a huge amount. Share your thoughts. I love the detail that some people do. It's so amazing. Absolutely unbelievable. Santa's going back into his little house. All this detail, it's absolutely amazing. The solar industry is a $13 billion a year industry. It is about to get destroyed here in California. The power companies have got together and they've made it so that the solar companies, when solar customers have their solar installed and they generate electricity, they used to get paid a set amount. It is getting dropped down to the floor right now to where people, when they generate excess energy with all the sun we have here in California, they're getting next to nothing. Plus, they're also going to charge people $500 a year to stay connected to the grid. So guys, it's like $50 a month almost, $45 a month, whatever it is that these people have to pay. That is outrageous, guys. There's 1.3 million solar units installed. 45% of them are in California alone, which is crazy when you think about that. And this has absolutely destroyed that. So share your thoughts on this. I really want to know what you guys think. If you tried solar, if you thought about it, it's estimated that we talked about, our buddy man of the year earlier. If every neighborhood, just like this, okay, everybody added one solar vehicle, the grid could not handle it. One thing that Elon Musk has been complaining about time and again, you can look at his tweets and look at all his blog posts and everything. He's talking about how the grid needs to be improved so that we can, withstand the future of the electrical needs. Well, he wants to sell more cars, guys. That's what that's about. And again, the electric grid is not capable of handling this right now, to say the least. It's easy to say that the Fed has lost control of inflation completely. The average consumer right now feels that inflation will be at 10%. Okay, guys, that's 30% higher than it is right now, which they're not telling us the truth. Telling us that 6.8% is ludicrous. Okay, when you see things and you buy things and you go to the grocery store, you go to the gas station, you get oil change in your car like I did today, and it goes up $30. Okay, it's crazy. Okay, to see things like this. So, share your thoughts on this stuff, guys. Tell me what you think it's going to be. Isn't that one house beautiful? Isn't that tree amazing? Share your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think. about all this. Isn't this tree amazing? Look at this. Look at the detail to this. All these different lights. The time that it took to do this. Absolutely amazing. Look at this. That's absolutely a beautiful thing. It's so nice. Always amazed when people do stuff like this. Isn't that cool? One thing that Europe is seeing that we're seeing here in the States is they're seeing natural gas prices go through the absolute roof right now. And what can you do? They're saying that the average person in Europe cannot afford this right now. And again, we're going to have a very cold winter here. Here in California, we're going to get our first big rainstorm of the year. They anticipate 3 to 5 inches of rain the next couple days. But the interesting thing about that is people in California have no idea how to drive in any inclement weather. So it's not like they're going to do well with this. So you're going to hear about that. And it's funny, our news will do things like Storm Watch 21, and they'll have somebody out, by the bay, waiting for the first raindrop to come in, and they will report that, which is absolutely stupid, and you'll see that. But the other thing is all the crime that's happening here in California with the flash mobs. They found out that these people are coordinated everything via social media through things like Snapchat and WhatsApp and cool things like Telegram and stuff like that. You can read the story below on that, but these degenerates are doing that. And believe it or not, the people of San Francisco, they're fed up with crime. Can you imagine that? Could you imagine having a city that is under siege like that you can't go out to dinner, you can't go to the high-end stores, and now they're fed up with it and they want it to stop? Okay? So, again, this is what you voted for, and now something needs to be done about it when it comes to your neighborhood. So it's coming to all our neighborhoods, guys. So share your thoughts on this. I really want to know what you think about this and the crime problem, the natural gas problem, everything, because now Europe's feeling it. Last 3 stories. Allergan just invented and got something approved through the FDA that will make it so you do not need reading glasses. Absolutely amazing. It is VIT. It's something that shrinks the pupils for 6 hours. So 128 million people that buy those reading glasses off the shelf will not need to do that anymore. And this has already been FDA approved. So that's kind of cool. You're going to see that hit the market soon. You're going to be able to go to your doctor and get that. The next thing is it's anticipated that the Fed does decide to raise interest rates. It will destroy the stock market. And we'll see if even the slightest change does that. Even the hint of a change, we'll see if it does that. So you can share your thoughts on that. And the final thing is, this time of the year, normally you'd have biotech meet and greets and different Christmas parties and stuff like that. And there just aren't things like that anymore. And one thing that you'd have is you'd have a lot of these nerdy biotech scientists that would wear these ridiculous sweaters. And they really didn't think that they were that ugly, but you'd get to see a lot of that stuff. So a guy named Aidan LeBon, he invented the most expensive ugly sweater in the world with diamonds and crystals and things like that. And it's $40,000. So if you'd like to buy somebody that, help yourself. Check out what they did here, where they ran the Christmas lights from house to house across the street. Absolutely very cool. So please don't forget to hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Share it with all your friends and everybody you know. Don't forget to join the email list below. Also, the 5 stock promotion from Webull is going on right now. If you'd like to take advantage of that and you don't have a Webull account, or you want to trade cryptos and fun stuff like that, it's absolutely free to get an account. If you make a deposit, they give you 4 more shares. So you get 1 for signing up and 4 more for putting money in the account. The link is below. Onward and upward, guys. I will see you very soon. Share your thoughts.